Hello and welcome to another episode of Agilado. My name is Ravi Verma. I'm the founder, CEO, and org whisperer at Smooth Apps, and it's good to have you with me. So in the last episode, I took you on a journey, and I told you about how my wife and I, we found our perfect dream home, and we were this close to going and making the purchase, and we found out that the estimate that we had in mind for putting a gas line in our kitchen island was way smaller than the reality. And so we felt, man, it's this close, and it slipped out of our hands. And that's when our real estate agent, she said, Elaine said, well, let's ask. Well, you never know what you're gonna get unless you ask. So why don't we ask the existing homeowner to see if they can help us with some of the remodeling? And there were, as a result of the inspection, there were some other things that were also challenging with the home that we needed to invest money in. We said, you know what, chances are it's so high, the estimate is so high, it's not going to work, but you never know, right? You never know until you try. And so we made a request and modified the offer to say, look, we'd love to buy this home, it's our dream home. However, this is where we could use some help. The pleasant surprise was they agreed, because they really needed to move out, they needed to downsize. So we started getting ready, the offer, we made the offer, we got the keys, and then we decided the move-in date. And the move-in date was coming really close, and there were lots and lots of improvements to be made in the house. And we had a decision to make. When there is so much work to be done, and the date is coming close every single, it seems to be getting closer every moment, so much work to do, not enough time. How do you prioritize? And this may be a familiar situation that you and your teams might find yourselves in the world of software delivery as well. So much to do, so little time. Where do you start? Okay, so let's talk about all the work that needs to get done when we are trying to remodel. Well, we could start by doing maybe all the plumbing for all the rooms, and then maybe once the plumbing is over, maybe we can take care of all the electrical work. Maybe we call the contractors, maybe some woodwork done, and so then maybe we get the painting contractor. So now that the painting is done, we start moving our stuff, our furniture, our clothes, and then we're all done. This is ready. Make sense? Kind of. Except there's one small problem. Now what we like about this approach, what we might like, is that we can focus on one specific element of the remodeling at a time. Get the contractors, get that out of the way, and then focus on the next element. The only problem is, when we try to create the schedule to get all the plumbing done and then follow up with the electrical and so on, the date by which we finished was way beyond the date by which we needed to move in. And it was just not going to work. Let me give you an analogy. Doing our remodeling like this, in a little way, it was like building or baking a wedding cake that has many layers. And maybe you put each layer at a time, painstakingly, make it perfect. When the cake is ready, when you slice through it, it tastes delicious. It has all the texture and all the layers. But is there a different way? Because in this situation, the wedding cake was just not going to work for us. What you really need is a cupcake. The question is, how can you make a cupcake when you are trying to remodel a home? Trying to get it move-in ready. Do you want to find out what happens next? Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and most importantly, subscribe so you get notified of the new content that we're going to be posting regularly. So would you like fresh ideas on how to stay agile? Check out smoothapps.com. We've got our upcoming events and training. You can read our blog for free tools and techniques, and you can even schedule a free mentoring session with us. So until next time, scrum on.